Your career is over if you do this. Pence did not budge. President Trump called Pence around 10 a.m. on January 6th. As Pence met with Mark Short and Greg Jacob, Pence excused himself to take the call upstairs alone. I'm heading to the Capitol soon, Pence told Trump. I told you I'd sleep on it. I'd take a look with my team. I'll hear any objections and evidence, but when I go to the Capitol, I'll do my job. Mike, this is not right, Trump said, calling from the Oval Office. Mike, you can do this. I'm counting on you to do it. If you don't do it, I picked the wrong man 4 years ago. You're going to wimp out, Trump said. His anger was visible to others in the Oval Office, including his daughter, Ivanka. The next time Mike Pence told his story, it was for money in his book titled, So Help Me God. Here is Mike Pence's book account of that phone call from Donald Trump on the morning of January 6th. And this account heavily overlaps with, including some quoted lines, with Bob Woodward and Robert Costa's account. The Pence book says, when the phone rang a little after 11 a.m., it was the president. I picked up the phone and the White House operator, always pleasant and professional, greeted me with a friendly tone and said, please hold for the president. That was when the friendly part of the call ended. When Trump asked where I was on the upcoming session, I replied firmly, despite the press release you issued last night, I have always been forthright with you, Mr. President, adding, I do not believe I possess the power to decide which electoral votes to count. That resides with the elected representatives of the American people. When he began to object, I said, as I have told you, I don't have the authority. I would be issuing a statement to Congress confirming that before the joint session started. With that, the president laid into me. I was unmoved. You'll go down as a wimp, he predicted, adding, if you do that, I made a big mistake 5 years ago. But when he said, you're not protecting our country, you're supposed to support and defend our country, I calmly reminded him we both took an oath to support and defend the Constitution. With exasperation in his voice, he said, you're listening to the wrong people, to which I replied, I'm listening to my heart and mind. With that, the call ended. Did Donald Trump commit a crime or crimes during that phone call? That will be a question for a special grand jury to decide after Mike Pence testifies under oath to that grand jury in a room that he will have to enter alone, without his attorneys, where he will be guided through the story of all of his interactions with Donald Trump leading up to and on January 6th by the questions of the special prosecutor.